My name is Kelsey. I am an independent consultant with UBAM Books and more, and here are my top 15 books that we use in my house with my family. These three I'm counting as one because they all are big book of. I have big book of animals, big book of dinosaurs, big book of sea creatures, and the reason why my family loves this book is because of the huge illustrations and all the amazing facts and things to learn and how the pages fold out. They truly are big and they are amazing. Next, all better. There are reusable stickers that are bandages, and throughout the book you go through and you put the bandages on the little ouchies that the animals have, and they never lose their stick and they are amazing. My kid loves that book. It keeps his attention for a long time, which is good. Next, baby's very first touchy-feely animals book. You can tell this has been well loved in our house. The contrasting colors are really important for babies, for their development, and the textures. Both of my babies have loved going through this book. Animals for babies, and you can read it like this, like a book, or you can fold it out. There's two sides to it. And what I did is I would lay it on the ground for babies during tummy time, and it was a real motivator for them during tummy time to see those cool pictures. The next ones are That's Not My series. We have That's Not My Elephant, That's Not My Monkey, That's Not My Unicorn, and there are tons of different options. But what makes these so cool are the textures. Babies, toddlers, little kids love to look at the body parts of the animals and feel the different textures. Hear the noises that they make. Really popular series. Next are some of my personal favorites as an adult who likes to read kid books. They are question and answer books. So it teaches you different things like what is poop, why do we need bees, why should I brush my teeth, and inside the books there are flaps that you can open. And let me just show you a couple. And inside there are more pictures to look at, more explanations, more answers. And we love those ones. Next is one that we read probably every day. It's called Everyone Poops. My son likes to see what the animals, different animal poops looks like, the sizes, and the colors in this book, and the pictures are really cool, really unique. And just a little sneak peek here. So this is a super popular book. I think that everyone should have this book in their house. Next, Yoga Animals. Bear basically goes to the forest, meets different animals, and they do different yoga poses together. This is a fun activity that you could do with all of your kids and with the parents too. You could do little yoga in the morning, in the evening before bed. If you're having a stressful moment, just be like, okay, go get yoga animals and let's have a little bit of mindfulness and a little break. Great book. Next, my son reads this book every day, about 5 times a day. The Three Little Pigs pop-up fairy tales. There are a lot of different pop-up fairy tales. He just happens to be obsessed with the Three Little Pigs. And even though my son is only 2, he has not tried to break this book. He loves it. He's really gentle with it. All right, Grandpa's favorite is absolutely beautiful. Such a cute story. Goes through different places throughout the world, different cultures, different people, all grandpas. And it tells a story about Grandpa's favorite things. So Grandpa's favorite chair rocks back and forth, yippee, like cowboys we go riding, I gallop on his knee. And what's cool is that even though all the grandpas are different, the grandpas are similar in a lot of their favorite things. Like this one, my grandpa says his favorite naps are any time of day. I close my eyes and try to rest while Grandpa snores away. I don't know any grandpa that doesn't describe. So in the end, it says, and even when he's far away, his favorite kid is me. I love it. There's also a grandma's favorite. Love You Who is really a sweet book that's great for bedtime or when you're just having some cuddle times. Starts out with, cuddle up now, little one. Let's snuggle wing to wing. Are you feeling safe and warm? Okay then, let's begin. There's something I must tell you before you close your eyes. I want to woo hoo hoo it so it fills the starry skies. It's such a beautiful book. So cute about telling your child or your little one that you love them. And kids love this book too. Next book, it has a really special message. It's called Where Happiness Lives. And very cool design. Starts out with a mouse who lives in this very simple house. And it's full of love, full of family, but not necessarily the fanciest, biggest. Oh, look how cool this is. Not necessarily the fanciest, biggest, nicest house. And along the way in this book, he starts to not appreciate the house that he has and become a little jealous. And it's really just teaches us about appreciating, recognizing what we have and loving it. And the message says, whatever your home, it is happy indeed if you love what you have and you have what you need. So that's one of my favorites because of that sweet, genuine message. One that everyone loves, and I'm not kidding you, every single person that loves it, that buys this book, their kids become obsessed with Nibbles. Nibbles the book monster. He loves to nibble books. He eats his way through books. So the book is super cool because it has, little holes where he chews through. And then he eats his way into different books in this book. So here's Goldilocks and Three Bears that he eats his way into. Later on, he eats his way into Little Red Riding Hood, and he eats his way into Jack and the Beanstalk. And this is a very, very creative book that will make you and your family laugh so hard while you're reading it. Next is called Also an Animal. I love it because it's just a book that can show your love to whoever you're reading it with, your child, your grandchild, your niece, your nephew. And it says, if you were a calf, then I'd be a moose. I'd teach you to tug tasty twigs till they're loose. If you were a chick, then I'd be a loon. We'd glide on the lake by the light of the moon. And it has, the actual names for the babies and the mamas, like Kit and Skunk, Pup and Bat, Poult and Turkey, Eagle and Eaglet. So it just goes through different, babies and mamas. The last book that I want to show you is Animally. I Love You, Animally. And it is one of the first books that I ever bought from Usborne Books and More, and it says, I love you hugely like a whale, I love you shyly like a quail, I love you cleverly like a fox. And it just goes through, uses different adverbs and animals to describe the way that you love whoever you're reading it to. And this one we read probably every night before we go to bed. Those are only 15 of my favorite books. We probably have 100, and we love them so much, and it kills me just to show you 15, but if I had to choose, those are my top 15, and I hope that you enjoyed watching that.